Hey guys, welcome to Milgat Farms. It is a chilly, windy day here. It is absolutely beautiful. The sun's about to go down. So we're going up to the barn to do some work on the extractor and the vacuum pump. So we got the pieces parts, and now we're gonna put them together and start the vacuum and see if it works. And see if we can make the vacuum happen on the extractor, and we don't have to go to Lowe's tomorrow or the next day and buy any more parts, pieces parts. Come on in. You can see where we got a bunch of glass in. We are lucky, let me say that. Glass is very, very hard to find. But our friend Brandon at Daniel's Maple Products hooked us up. And we got tops. We've got everything we need. I don't know what's in there. That sounds like tops. That's caps. I don't know what that is. Here we go. Hey guys, the part we were waiting on was a filter. That's it. So hopefully this is gonna work for us. Let's go try to do an install. Guys, I don't know if you can see this. Up there, above everything, is where my vacuum is. And so we have taken the filter out and we've taken the oil out of it, and now we got to put the oil back in it. Shouldn't be too hard. Once we get that done, hook everything back up, check the electric, and then we're going to run it and see what it does. Guys, I'm not really sure why I put it up here. Maybe it was just to keep it out of the way of my other junk down below. But this is the vacuum system right here. Air filter goes inside of this. Our oil is going to go into here. And that right there is the plug. And we're going to put the plug back in, put our oil in, put our filter in, and then that should set us up for starting this thing to see if the repairs that we made on our extractor are going to work. So let's see how this is going to go down. Here's our oil drain plug right here. That's my oil drain plug. It's got an O-ring on it. That's a good sign. There we go. I gotta get my fingers clean. There it is. It's not a really big pump or a vacuum pump. You're probably asking yourself, why do we have a vacuum pump? We actually vacuum the syrup out of the trees. All right, there we go. That's in. Next, I transferred some of the oil. They sold me a 5-gallon bucket of oil. That's just too much oil to carry up here. So I put it in a small bucket or a small container. And we're just going to fill it right on up. So let's get our gauge. We got a little vacuum gauge, or I don't know if it's a vacuum gauge. That's a pressure gauge. So our vacuum pump has a pressure gauge on it. So here we go. Okay. There we go. That went in pretty easy. That's kind of unusual for me. Next thing we got to do is we got to get our filter, our air filter, our exhaust filter in place. Yep, it's going to go up in there. I'm not sure exactly how. And there's an up and a down on this thing. I'm not sure why there's an up and a down, but that's what they say. So we shove that thing in the hole. They don't give you much room to play with this thing. So there it goes. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I think we're in. Now, here's the fun part. Little butterfly valve with a screw on it. I gotta turn my light on, guys, because that is not gonna work. Okay, all right. So the next thing we got to put together is the screen for it, the exhaust screen. And there, we just put it together. We find our bolts, or say bolts. Find our Allen nuts or Allen screws. Here we go. This particular unit has a variable speed drive, and what that does is once this machine reaches the proper vacuum or the max vacuum that it can pull, it slows itself down. When that vacuum is released or we have to increase the vacuum, the electricity or the machine, the VSD, picks it back up and allows for a more of an RPM. It's pretty efficient when it comes to running vacuum pumps. Instead of having that vacuum pump run the entire time, the vacuum pump runs when it needs to run. All right, guys, that was it. That was really too easy. So we got to connect, we just got to push it back into place, reconnect one of our canister over here, and then we're going to go down and fire it up. Hey guys, this is the VSD right here. I'm sorry. Hey guys, this is the VSD right here. This is the breaker box for it. We're going to turn it on. Something hit my door. That would be me. All right, so we're going to go to manual and we're going to fire this puppy up and see what it does. I say that. Did you guys hear that? Now we go to the other side and we can check the vacuum. All right. Oh, cool. You guys might remember the video that we did when we put this guy in here. What we're doing today is we're checking the vacuum on the system. And if you look right there, we're pulling 24 inches. But you can hear, oh, crud. There's a leak somewhere. Oh man. It's right there. We had some guys, we had some problems when we first set this thing up, and we did get some leaks. Guys, there's a fine line to tuning this thing up and having it work properly. You can hear it right here. Can you hear that? I let go of that because what's happening is this tube is putting the vacuum right to these 2 points and it's drawing it that way, okay? If I push on it, you hear that vacuum stop. That vacuum stops, we start raising a little bit right here. So we're now at 24.5 inches of vacuum. I'm still hearing something. I'm not sure where it's coming from. Yeah. Guys, we're losing vacuum right here where I repaired it. So that means we're going to have to take this apart and fix it again. I'll go with D to D on that one. Guys, you might remember this tool from the time we were working on the extractor. It's a Dremel. Oh boy. Love this thing. It's an oscillating cutting tool. It does some other things too, but I tell you, it makes its money with me cutting PVC. I will put a link in the description if you want to try one of these things out. I like the Dremel, and you can use different bits on it too. So if you wanted to go to Harbor Freight and get their bits, it'll fit this tool as well. So here we go. We're going to cut this puppy. We're going to install this right here, and that pipe is going to be sealed. All right, guys, we just fired it back up. We're almost at 25 inches. That's a whole lot better than it was. Solid 25. We're a solid 25 inches. I still hear something, and later we'll get out one of our listening devices so we can see if where that leak is coming from. That very well could be me hearing the humming of the motor. Or not the motor, yeah, the motor. But we're pretty tight. We're steady 25 inches. I'd like to see 26. I don't know that we can get that based on our elevation. As soon as I do those calculations, then I'll determine how we're going to go from here, which means we're going to chase some leaks potentially. We'll see. All right, guys, I'm going to call this day a huge success. Although my family's not here, I'm going to miss them terribly. They'll be home probably tomorrow. And, you know, in the meantime, I'm going to keep plugging along and try to get some more work done. I think we changed the oil in the vacuum. That's a great thing. This setup is pretty good. We do have to add, if you can see this, there's an overflow here, and we got to put our filter on the bottom too. So I got to make that part in order for that to work. So we're gonna get that done in a couple of days. We got to do some electrical right up. You see that third stack over there? There's an electrical box that's got to go up in there. And then we're going to do some work on those two stacks as well. So there's a lot of work to go. Guys, there's a lot of work that has to happen before we get into the season. So every day, you know, we count our blessings that we're able to get up here and get this thing done. If you guys like what you're seeing, thumbs up. We appreciate it. If you ever want to come out here and visit, it's milgatfarms.com. Check out our website. All of our organic syrup is on there. In addition to our organic syrup, we have a single barrel rye whiskey maple syrup. So if you want to try that, it is absolutely delicious. We'll put some codes hopefully in the description below so you guys can get a discount for being subscribers and just people that care about maple syrup. So we thank you guys for watching all of our videos and taking time out of your day. You know, thanks for taking time out of your day to watch us and the crazy things that we do. Until next time, guys, God bless you.